Leading from the front, a quick-fire 50 from captain Salman Ali Agha.
50 for the captain, third in 4 innings for Salman Ali Agha.
Backed up by personal best bowling performance by Hassan Ali.
It is Haris Rauf, it is Hassan Ali with the wicket. Slow one and bowls him.
Is it going to be out? His fifth. Yeah, what a remarkable comeback by Hassan Ali. He's been out of the playing 11.
Sees Pakistan take a 1-0 lead going into match number 2. A win tonight will see Pakistan take an unassailable lead in the series. Bangladesh have it all to do tonight to level the series. Some positive batting from some key players in the first match.
Picked up beautifully, that's flat, and that's gone for 6.
We'll see them go into tonight's game with a positive mindset. Stay tuned for what promises to be an absolute thriller. Back at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, where we're here for the second T20 International. Remember, it's the KFC Presents Bank Al Falah Series, Pakistan taking on Bangladesh. Well, the teams have arrived into Gaddafi Stadium. Pakistan is leading this series 1-0. Bangladesh, of course, would have managed to find a bit of rest and regroup and come back much stronger because they would be looking to level this series today. So, a lot to play for in this particular series. And we've got a lovely contest once again lined up here in Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Welcome to Pitside. Now, once again, we meet for Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Pakistan managed to register their first win in that previous T20 International. Salman Ali Agha also finding some great success in the form of that win, but also scoring some runs. There was Hassan Ali as well, making a comeback and taking that 5-wicket haul. And also on the Bangladesh side, there were some positives. We saw some great batting from Jakar Ali, Tanzir at top, scoring some runs, but their bowling perhaps once again letting them down. So plenty to talk about in today's encounter, and to talk us through, I've got with me two lovely gentlemen of the game who played for their respective countries and done really well. I've got Amir Sohail and Atar Ali Khan. Okay, Amir. So starting off with Pakistan. Where do you think, they went really well, the first T20 really went really well for them, but where do you think they can perhaps improve in this one?
I think we don't have to talk about where to improve because they did well. And for me, what was refreshing as far as Pakistan team was concerned, ground fielding and the catching. This is the thing we did not associate with Pakistan for the longest. But last game, they were prepared to put body on the line, and they were throwing themselves around. They were looking to save runs. They were looking to back the bowlers, and the bowlers looked different. So I think for me, that is very encouraging. I think opening pair, they have to take responsibility. That's the only thing I would suggest.
All right, so opening pair, perhaps a concern for Pakistan. Bung fielding is something that we're always looking at. From a Bangladesh perspective, other than what are we looking at? Like we said, the death bowling, an area of perhaps an improvement for Bangladesh?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, if you look at the history at this venue, it has been a high-scoring affair. Teams batting first in the last 5 T20s in Lahore have gone past 200. The lowest has been 190. So whenever you want to go to bat, whichever teams, the bowler needs to do their job in a better fashion. Yes, they started well with picking up 2 wickets, but then with that lovely innings from Salman Ali Agha, who held the innings together, and later on, Hassan Nawaz also smashing a quick 544. I think the bowling needs to improve in terms of line and length. It's all about not just bowling at one pace. If you look at someone like Hassan Ali, how did he manage to bowl? Taking the pace of the ball and then surprising batters with few short pitch deliveries. So you got to mix it up. You have the right skills to execute at the right time. If you don't do that, then you're looking for trouble. I think bowling has to improve. Plus, at the same time, batters getting starts and not converting those starts. You spoke about Tanzit Hassan Tamim. You spoke about Jakar Ali. What about Liton Kumar Das? I thought he was looking very good. But you can't be satisfied with 30s and 40s. You've got to go big.
All right, conversion is then what Athar Ali Khan is talking about, how to convert those starts. But I'll tell you what, we've seen some 200 scores at this very venue in the last few games of the HPL PSL as well as the last T20 International. Let's find out what happens today because we're ready with the toss first. It's over to Bazat Khan, who's out there with the two captains.
Welcome to the toss, and this toss brought to you by Exchange On, the first crypto arbitrage in the world. Now I've got Salman Ali Agha, Pakistan's captain, Muhammad Ahmed, a very cute toss mascot, Liton Das, Bangladesh captain Ranjan Madigale, who will make sure everybody's in order every time. Salman, you have the coin? Give it a flip, please.
Tell.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call.
Heads it is.
Heads it is. Salman, what will you do and why?
We're going to bat first. We batted first in last game. We just wanted to, I think it's still a very good pitch. We just wanted to put score on the board and score above par and then put them under pressure.
Previous game, you were very flexible with your batting, especially your own. You bat number 3, number 4. Is that the way forward for the Pakistan team, being flexible?
Yeah, this is what I wanted, to be honest. I don't mind numbers, to be very honest. I can bat 3, 4, 5. I've been saying that. I just wanted to. It's all about mind change. So whatever number I bat, I try to maximize that.
The only problem that has been is the opening pair. We've tried a lot of opening pairs in these past T20Is, and it's not coming good so far.
Yeah, it is a problem, but with Saim and Fakhar, I think this is something we need to be consistent and go forward as long as we can. And yeah, Fakhar is missing today because he's not 100%. But yeah, once he get fit, he'll be back.
So Sabzada Farhan playing?
Yeah, Sabzada is playing.
That's your only change?
Yeah, that's what the only change is.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the game.
Thank you.
Nitin, you have to field first again. What kind of score do you want to restrict the opposition?
I don't mind. They will score a lot. I mean, the wicket was pretty good the last game. I hope so. This game also behave good.
On personal front, this is your 100 T20I. How big an achievement is that, and what would you like from the game? You obviously would like to win.
Definitely. If you in the contest, we have to win this game. This is the main key, but the thing is we have to collectively perform well in the bowling, batting and fielding. The goal is we have to play good cricket here.
Any changes to your side?
We have one chance, Mehdi coming, Mehdi Miraj.
So more spin for you?
Not really, spinner out, spinner out.
Okay. But you load a lot of part-timers who did well, so that's a positive move.
Yeah, definitely. Last few years we're looking for the six bowler, but now Shamim bowled really well in this game, last game. Hopefully he will deliver today also.
Thank you very much and good luck for the game. So the news out here in the centre is that Pakistan have won the toss and are having a bat.
All right, then you heard it from the teams there. Pakistan winning the toss and they have decided to bat first. The record also sort of supports that view because we've seen that the teams that have batted first in the last few games have won at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. This is how the schedule is with that first T20 International at Lahore. All 3 games will be played at Lahore, and then we move on to the third T20 International on the 1st of June. All right, quick look at the teams then. Amir, you spoke about that opening pair. They need to find form, but Fakhar, because of the fact that he's not 100% fit, is not playing. And Farhan, who had a really good PSL, is back in.
I think it's a good opportunity for Sabzada to make his mark. He's enjoying a good run of form. He should make most of it. And the rest of the Pakistani boys are doing well. Most of them are making their comeback, and on their comeback, they were able to deliver for Pakistan.
All right, speaking of Bangladesh, there was one change. Athar, we spoke about it in that post-match in the first T20 International, and they've brought in Mehdi Hassan Miraz.
Yeah, the right arm off spinner, who was also the player of the tournament in the recently concluded Bangladesh Premier League. I think it's a good move because they struggled in the middle overs, and if he can bowl in the right areas, it'll be very, very good. But it all depends on Rishad Hussain, who was expensive in that first match, and he needs to bowl well with the rest of Tanzim, Hassan and Shariful added with the batting lineup they have.
All right, then, of course, the bowling needs to back up the batting as well. That's what we've got here today for you. A contest between Pakistan versus Bangladesh, where there's so much to look forward to, because it really is a chance for Bangladesh to redeem themselves and win this one. Plenty to look forward to on the other side. Remember, Pakistan's won the toss and they have decided to bat first. See you guys just in a bit. Back on pitch side then, Pakistan batting first in conditions which have been really good for batting from what we've seen in the last few games of the HPL PSL and then that first T20 international as well. Just in terms of how this pitch is going to fare today, let's find out from Ramiz Raja and Mike Hazeman.
From weather point of view, Lahore is getting warm by the hour, but thankfully the humidity is still bearable. It's still pretty low. What about the track? My 2 cents on this track, which was used for the first game, is that it's going to be another beauty. There's a lot of grass on it, but that's cosmetic. Now, somebody really will have to bowl extremely well to survive the scare, because otherwise it's going to be another belter, another high-scoring bonanza for the batsman. Mr. Bonanza is here with us. Mike Hazeman is here with us. And you don't have a gadget to let us know what's going to happen on this track. But anyway, what are your thoughts then, Hazy?
I agree 100% with you. I think the ground staff have done a wonderful job for the last 2 months, basically, and we're on this one again. Just a couple of things I want to point out and just prove that, in my view, it's a good track. I'm at a hard length here for the quicks, which is what they're going to operate on initially, and you can still see this grass has actually changed in colour a fraction. That's because of the heat, obviously, throughout the day today, so it's changing colour a little bit. But I'm just going to go a little bit off the centre and just show you that there is enough grass. It's the same cut there as it is here. There's enough of a cut. That's the one thing I want to point out. Enough of a cut for just the ball to come quite nicely off the top of this grass and go all the way through. So I think the bounce is going to be consistent and strong there. I'm just going to go past you, Rambo, and just to sort of point out one area here for the spinners. We actually heard one or two of the players say that Shadab Khan actually made a comment that he thought it was keeping a little bit low from time to time from the spinners. Now, there's not a great deal to bowl into, but there are a few more cracks as well. And also just here, a few more cracks, which is around about the spinner's length. And also the line is right for the on the stump. So I think it's still going to be fine to bat on. I don't think the spinner's going to have a big say on it. And I think overall, I think the track's pretty good. I like it a lot.
Chase or bat or bowl?
I'd bat again.
Yeah.
It runs on the board first up.
Yeah, it looks a beauty, by the way. And so, win the toss and bat.
Well, Salman Ali Agha has obviously heard Hazy's comments and gone for that as well, because he opted to bat first. Talking about Pakistan's batting, Amir, then some good performances from that middle order in that previous T20. The captain leading from the front, Shadab Khan pitching in. Let's not forget Hassan Nawaz, how good he was.
He was brilliant, and he's improving day by day, and that's very encouraging for Pakistan. But what I really liked about Pakistani approach was, yes, they lost 2 quick wickets, but they never looked to slop out. They were just looking for runs. They were never look to actually survive, and that's why Pakistan in the end was able to score more than 200 runs, and that approach was refreshing for me.
In terms of Bangladesh, they've got obviously a lot of talent at the top, but like you said, you know, you're perhaps looking for a big partnership from them. The conditions are great for batting from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you get in, if you see the way Tanzim Hassan Tamim started well, he smashed 2 sixes in 2 consecutive deliveries, and I wanted to hit the very next delivery out of the ground. It was a slow delivery and he got bowled out. So you got to be spot on in terms of shot selection. If you look at the surface, yeah, there are some grey patches, which might just which might just help the spinners. And good to see Mehdi and Miraj coming back in the 11. He's an important player, and I hope he gets it right, because it's an important game. It's a do-or-die game for Bangladesh. You've got to somehow go and win the match and stay alive in the series. First thing first, you picked up 2 wickets in the first T20 international against Pakistan, so you got to start in that fashion. But then again, Pakistan, remember, if you look at the two phases, the first 100 came in 10.5 overs, and the next 100 came in just 53 deliveries. 43 in the last 3 overs. That's where it got all wrong for Bangladesh bowlers. So you've got to go and understand how to go about your job, especially at the death. You talk about Yorkers, you got to talk about taking the pace of the ball, slowing it up, mix it up, maybe a quick delivery, but you got to mix it up. If you don't, then you'll be in trouble.
And Hassan Ali did a great demonstration of exactly that, what Athar is talking about, just with all the variations that we saw from him. Great comeback overall.
Look, when you talk about bowling in T20 format, it's cutthroat anyways. And if as a bowler you become predictable, you'll be taken to the cleaners. And that's where he made the difference. He was never predictable. Whenever he looked to pitch the ball up, he was looking to get some swing in the air, but his heavy ball was well directed, and that's why he was able to pick up wickets. But when you talk about Bangladesh cricket, I just want to highlight one thing. You know, they were good in patches when they had the opportunity, they couldn't assert themselves. But for me, biggest disappointment is their leg spinner, Rishad. When I saw him for the first time about a couple of years back, he had that off factor about him. And I thought he's going to be a next best thing for Bangladesh. But, you know, he hasn't evolved. He's still, you know, lost in translation. He's not doing the job. And I think if he starts doing the job for Bangladesh, those middle overs will be sorted.
I mean, he had a decent PSL, but obviously when you're talking about a league compared to perhaps international cricket, there is always that sort of difference. The pressures are different. So all of that, do you think has played a factor in what Amir is saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, if you look at someone like Rishad Hussain, he's a young lad. He's just 22 years of age. It's a learning curve for him. The more he plays, the better he should get. And you can have a day off. You know, he went for 55 runs in the last T20 International, the 55 runs into 4 overs. But as you start to play more games, you try to understand the mindset of a batter, what the batter is trying to do against you, especially when you're in the attack. And when you can capture the mindset, then you can change your line and lengths, you can bowl differently. Hopefully he can come out with flying colours, especially tonight, as he rightly pointed out. If he bowls well, then Bangladesh has a big plus point. Remember, with him is the experience of Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Also, the good combination of right-arm off-spinner and a right-arm leg spinner. So hopefully they can do a little bit better in terms of performance.
Basically, he wants Rishad to become a psychic. I'm just kidding.
Well, obviously lots of areas to improve on. Sahibzada Farhan, like you said, it's a great opportunity for him at the back of a fantastic PSL. That's definitely going to help him, considering the fact that he got so many runs, you know, in that tournament.
Look, he's a much more improved player. If you look at his batting, see the recordings of yesteryears, he was a different player. He used to commit himself on the front foot. But now he's very efficient playing the balls off the back foot. And we have seen it during PSL that he punches the ball off the back foot. And that has brought a huge change in the approach. And that's how he's able to bring that fear in the bowler's mind.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen, for your thoughts. Sahibzada Farhan, like Amir said, he's got a great opportunity to secure his place in the side as well. Time for a team photo from a Pakistan perspective. Pakistan has won the toss and they have decided to bat first. Plenty of action. All of that is lined up for you. We're going to take a short breather, and when we come back, we'll be back with all the live pictures.